Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And we've got some news from the Las Vegas Raiders here in terms of some stuff that obviously they're doing, right with camp and all like that, getting started for many teams. They are signing Corliss Waitman and they are cutting Dominik Eberle. And so these moves, involve special teams on Monday. And yes, we do cover special teams on this channel as well. But the team, announced the signing of punter Corliss Waitman on Monday and kicker Dominik Eberle, who they also currently have, obviously, just Daniel Carlson being the last kicker remaining for the Raiders. And obviously, he's been their kicker, for them. And he's going to be their kicker this upcoming season, which is why, they just brought Dominik in and take a look at him. But now they end up waiving him so they can take a look at Corliss Waitman here. And they currently do have A.J. Cole, who handles the punting duties for the Raiders and has for the last 2 seasons. It was the only punter on the roster prior to the move, but now they'll also have Waitman as well. And during his time at South Alabama, Waitman averaged 41.7 yards a kick in his 38 games for South Alabama. So that's definitely something interesting there. And obviously this time of year, you never know, you bring a guy in, look at him at camp, and then maybe he impresses you, and then they ends up getting a roster spot there. I remember when Adam Vinatieri was talking about when he first got his first job. I mean, he got the job, wasn't necessarily because they felt that he was the best kicker at the time, but he did enough to show them that he was, worth it, and he was a cheaper option. Although I have noticed when it comes to kickers, sometimes that comes into play as well. So you never know, bring a guy in, then if the season, especially in the time that we're in now when there's, COVID, and if the kicker has to miss a game, punter has to miss a game, it's good to have some solid options out there that you can call upon to bring in. So there's a lot of different scenarios that make sense to why you make these type of decisions during the off season. So excited to see how this plays out for Waitman and the Raiders moving forward. And we'll definitely keep up to date with the news transpiring these Raiders this upcoming season, which is an important one for John Gruden. He's got to show now that he can take this team that next step and take them to the playoffs. So let's see how these Raiders, are going to look this upcoming year in terms of, the type of moves that they made in the offseason. Does that set them up for success? Will the defense be much improved this year? Derek Carr, is he going to have an MVP caliber season? Is he going to be a top 10 quarterback? Many questions for these Raiders, and so they're going to have to go out there and give us some answers this upcoming year. But the Raider fan base, Raider Nation, they've got a lot to be excited about as this team has a lot of talent, and so let's see how this plays out this season. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. Really appreciate it. Do consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Best way to stay up to date with news that transpires throughout the NFL, NBA, and also college athletics as well. So definitely do consider pressing that subscribe button. But with that being said, thanks again for watching and see you guys next time.